Hi, it's Jane from craftwithjane.co.uk, and today I'm bringing you my really cute post-it note holder with pen just here, and I've used the Artfully layered suite for this. I've used the stamp set, the die cuts and the DSP just here. So I put hey there on the front with some butterflies and a cute leaf up on dimensionals, and then just inside here I put a little sending all the hugs, and you can write a little message in here. And then I've got this really lovely post-it note in pink, bright pink, which I thought was quite a funky colour, sort of almost hidden in there. So that is the one that I've made. I have made these before. So I made this one here last year, probably about 5 or 6 months ago. Similar sort of theme, but slightly different message. And it's got a yellow, one of those post-it notes in. So this is today's project. Hope you enjoy. So I'm going to start off with my cardstock, and this measures 4 inches by 9, and on the long side I'm going to score it at 4. I'm going to score it at 4 3/8 and at 4 3/4. And that is all of the scoring I need to do. I'm just going to use my bone folder, and I'm going to fold and burnish really well. I'm just going to do this one that way. There we go. Okay, so I'm now going to just fold this so it's like that, and you can see just there. So this is the area that I need to get my little trimmer out and just do a few little cuts here. You can use the scissors if you've got a great eye, but I do like to be quite precise, because I do, if I cut freehand, I tend to do wonky cuts. So I'm going to pop just the cutting blade at the top. I'm going to put this at 1.5 inches, just there. I'm going to make sure this is straight, and I'm going to tiny little cut in just there. And I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to repeat. So 1.5 inches, just there. Tiny little cut. Lovely. So you can see that I've done my 2 little cuts here, and I'm just going to fold it like that, so I create my pen loop holder. So next I'm going to glue these 2 edges, that one, and then I'm going to fold them back over so they glue. So just pop that like that, and just there and here. So I'll just take my backing off. I think this makes a really nice little gift. And you can make these for shows and things like that, and they work really well. There we go. So that is just there. So next I'm going to fold this over like this, and I'm going to stick my sticky notes in. So my sticky notes that I'm using is this 100mm by 100mm, or 10cm by 10cm. And this is from Tesco's, which is a shop in the UK. So I'm just going to open my packet and get out my sticky pad. Make sure I go the right way around, and just double check that it fits, and it gives a tiny little lip all the way around the edge. You can just see just there. So I'll pop some of my tear and tape on the back of here now to secure this in place. So yeah, so people, you could use these at craft shows. They make great little gifts for friends, team members, and also they're really good in selling at craft shows, because you can quite quickly make a big batch of these up. I think I got my little pen from Amazon. So yeah, quite handy. Got a lovely little batch of them in all sorts of colours, like a rainbow batch. The one I'm going to be using today, because I've used black cardstock, one I'm going to be using today is black. So it's a black little pen as well that goes with it. Sort of got a smoky colour to the glass, to the plastic just there. So, and it's a little Papermate one. Right, so I put quite a lot of tear and tape on the back of here because I really want it to stay down. So I'll just peel it all off now. So I cannot believe, I think I'm at the beginning of February, but I think this video is going out at the end of February, and I cannot believe how quick this year's going. I've just got back from a weekend in London for my birthday. We went to see the Harry Potter Cursed Child show, and it was amazing. So yeah, for my birthday, it's very nice. We stayed in a lovely hotel for a couple of nights in London. Right, so I have to be quite precise with this just here. So I kind of want to make sure it's butting up here. I do want to give it a little bit of a lip. So apologies if you can see me leaning over. A little bit of a lip all the way around. Yep, seems about right. Lovely. And then I'll press it down. Perfect. Excellent. Happy with that. And we'll just see, does my pen fit? Yes. That's great. Okay. So I've used the Artfully layered stamp set, and I've used the sentiment Sending All the Hugs. Put it on a basic white piece of cardstock, and this cardstock measures 3 7/8 by 3 7/8, and I've put the Sending All the Hugs from the Artfully layered stamp, and I've done it in Evening Evergreen. So I'm going to get my multi-purpose liquid glue and do a little bit of gluing. Oh, a bit juicy. Got a new one of these out because my other one was running a bit low. So I'll just pop that in here and press it down. Make sure it's a nice even fit just in there. Press it down. Lovely. Okay, so I'm going to turn it over now, and I'm going to put my other, this is my cover piece, so I'm going to put some glue on the back of here, and this is from the Coordinating Designer Series paper, which I love, and I've nearly used a whole 12 by 12 pack because I love it so much. I've got a swap coming up soon, a team swap, and I've used it for that team swap as well, and I absolutely love that team swap. So that video will be coming out at the beginning of March. So that is just on there. So I will give this a few seconds to dry. Okay, so I think that's dried now. And we've got my sentiment just in there, which you can write on. You can leave it like that, but you can write on. Make sure we put the pad up the right way. And this is the top cover dry. So I've stamped the Hey There in black ink on basic white cardstock from the Artfully Layered, and I'm going to use a Tailor Tag punch to punch out the sentiment just there. And I'm going to do a basic black background layer as well. And then I'm going to use my paper snips and just snip down the middle. And then use a tiny bit of glue. And I'm going to glue that either side of the sentiment tagged piece just to, multi-purpose liquid glue. And I'm just going to do that to make sure that it sticks on. Just like that. Give myself a little layer, and it gives a lovely little border just there. Do that on the other side. So just glued it on the back. I've allowed it a second or two to dry, and I'm going to pop that there. I've also cut out this die cut, which comes in 3 different parts. These 2 inner parts and this outer part. And I've cut it in a Coordinating Designer Series paper, but I did want it to slightly contrast, so it just lifts it off the page a little bit. So I'm just going to glue these together, probably like that. So pop some tear and tape on the back to fix them in place, and then I'm going to use some Stampin' Dimensionals just to pop them up a little bit. So I'll just do one at that angle and a smaller one just there. I'll take the back ends off, This is just to fix these into place. It's not really for adhering to anything other than themselves, and the glue dots will adhere to them. There we go. So I could have used a bit of glue, however, it's only at a slight angle. It's only touching at a slight area just there. I'm a bit worried that I wouldn't stick it properly, and I don't want it to fall off. Okay, so Stampin' Dimensionals just here. So I'll pop a couple of these on the back. I'll probably put quite a few. So just like that. One here, one there, one here, one there. Okay, I'll take the back ends off these. There we go. This is surprisingly quick to put together. Like I said, great for making lots of gifts or for craft shows. And then I'll just pop that about here. There we go. I just think that looks really lovely on there. And I'm going to finally use some of these brass butterflies. I love them. I think this is my second pack, if you can believe it. I really want them to stay in the catalogue forever and ever. So if you're listening to me Stamping Up, that is my absolute ardent wish, is that you continue these forever, because I love them so much. So yeah, my brushed brass butterflies, can't even pronounce it. It's like a tongue twister, isn't it? Brushed brass butterflies. There we go. So this is the lovely post-it note holder. It's a decent sized one with a lovely little pen. So I do hope you enjoyed my video today. If you would like to purchase any of the products, I will put links below. I do send out thank you gifts and cards. Please use my host code as well. And I'll probably say bye for now, and happy crafting, everyone.